So this video, we're going to continue looking at examples where we are solving for some variable in terms of other variables. So again, our solutions for these problems are going to have other variables in the solution. Okay, so you're not gonna simplify it down to some nice number. You're going to have variables in the solution. So a couple more examples here. For this first one, we have z is equal to 8 plus x times k. So 8 plus x in parentheses times k. Okay, I'm actually going to copy this here so we can keep the original equation for the sake of notes. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to isolate x all by itself. So the first thing we can do, we can either distribute this k, or what we can do is we can divide the right-hand side, divide both sides of the equation by k. I'm going to choose to do that here. So in this situation, let's go ahead and divide by k. Remember, we have to do it to both sides. So here we can get rid of that k. And so now we're left with z over k is equal to 8 plus x. And so now we can subtract 8 from both sides of the equation. And this 8 is going to disappear. So now we're going to have x is equal to z over k minus 8. Okay, so we have solved now for x. Okay, and again, just like in previous examples, like in previous videos, you actually can plug z over k minus 8 in for x, and you should get back just z. But yeah, we will. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just show that this will actually work here. Okay, so in this situation, we have z is equal to 8 plus z over k minus 8 times k. Okay, so we can actually get rid of this parentheses here since we are these parentheses here since we are just adding. So this will become 8 plus z over k minus 8 times k. So if we combine like terms, we'll see that these two disappear. We have 8 minus 8, so we get 0. So we just have z over k times k. All right? And this is equal to z times k over k, where these k's will cancel, and we just get z back. So z is equal to z. So we know then that x must be equal to z over k minus 8. Okay? Again, this is probably something that you could do if you're on an exam and you have a little bit extra time and you want to just check your work and make sure you did all the calculations correctly. Not something you have to necessarily do every single time. Okay? So next we have r is equal to b minus 6 in parentheses times m, and our goal here is to solve for b. So it looks pretty similar to last time. Okay, so in this situation again, we can, well, first let's copy it so we can remember what our original problem was. So let's go ahead and divide both sides of this equation by m. These m's are going to cancel, and now we have r over m. That's not an m. R over m is equal to b minus 6. Okay, remember our goal here is to solve for b, so we can go ahead and add 6. We can actually get rid of these parentheses, they're not needed. So we can add 6 to both sides of the equation. Okay, these will cancel, and we'll get b is equal to r over m plus 6. Okay, and if you doubt me, you can go take this and plug it back in our original equation and show that b is actually equal to r over m plus 6.